Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the back nine coverage of the FPO version of the Mid-America Open, brought to you guys by Discraft, only on the Disc Golf Network. Joining me today in the booth again, the Merchinator, Cat Mertsch.
What's going on, man?
Not about to watch some ladies slay the woods, you included. You're sitting at even par right now. Fantastic round going. Only 3 ladies under par. I think that's the storyline here, is just how hard this course is, how penalizing the rough can be, Cat.
Yeah, you definitely want to just try and keep it in the middle at all costs possible. Even if you're not shooting well, just keep it in the middle, you'll be fine.
Looking at hole 10, par 5, what are the challenges that the ladies are going to face here?
Well, there's a couple. Off the tee, you're trying to hit the gap and not go too right. That seems to be the common mistake that people have. If you go to the left, there's another fairway. Then you need to penetrate up through this wooded fairway up into the wooded green that has the creek going behind it if you yam one too far. So that comes into play too. But up by a nice basket with some wood chips.
Plenty of factors making this a very difficult par 5. Like you said, though, just getting out the tee. What are you going with?
Going with the Champion Glow Thunderbird.
Striped it. A little right side, but that is no problem.
Not a problem at all. It's a good spot. Widboom with the backhand.
Gets a little extra turn. You can hear her say every time. There's another dynamic that this tee shot offers, and it's that super downhill dynamic that makes your disc flip over a little bit as it speeds up. It's not slowing down. If it's got that nose down, it kind of continues to do that, as we see Deann's.
Yeah, the nose angle, you got to control it pretty well.
What would you say? That's 50 feet downhill?
I'm not too good with distances, to be honest, but it could be.
We're going with 50.
Okay. Cynthia putting one out there, getting a nice flex. This is pretty premium, honestly.
Pump job from Cynthia. That was fantastic. You can see that tee all the way back in those trees. Well over 400 feet.
Widboom just getting it out to the fairway. Make do with what she's got.
Smart play. Still had to hit a gap to get out as well. Second shot players are just looking to get a full flight out of their discs.
Yeah. And this is looking pretty good for Deann. It's a little high out of the hand, but she finished off on that left side of the fairway.
Not being crowded in your stance by a tree, so beneficial on this course.
Woo.
Oh, for a second it looked like it stopped, but
just for a second.
That was a nice penetrating flat line. That's exactly what this shot calls for. Low ceiling plus this really sticky grass.
That's a pretty shot from Cynthia right there.
Beautiful shot from her, getting that full flight, just like we talked about.
Roller.
Boomer going forehand roller.
Yeah, I was super surprised to see her throw this. I was pretty stoked for her.
Great shot from her.
Oh, yeah.
She was looking at a low ceiling gap hit. Why not flip the disc on its side, make it as small as possible?
It's a very good play. Deann up to the mouth.
That's a great shot from her. That'll be a birdie putt, if I'm not mistaken, from just outside circle 2.
Mm-hmm.
Circle 1, excuse me. You can hear that grass is squeaky. There's a lot of humidity in the air. It's making that grass sticky. It's making your hands sticky as well. Are you guys dealing with that on the course right now?
Yes, personally I was today. It was weird. It's like in between my fingers. And this is not really that much of a committed shot, but it still penetrated enough.
Yeah, edge of circle 1. Oh,
nice shot.
Goodness, beautiful shot from her. And that was a wide open forehand route as well. It's cool to see her choosing to go with the backhand, not just using it when it is the only option.
Catching that branch up there, kind of slowing it down. That was just inches away from going in. Very good run.
Just in front from Cynthia from about the same range, right about 45 feet.
Ooh, that was close.
My goodness. Same thing as Cynthia. You could see the shadow of the disc on the chains as it went by.
Par is not a bad score to get on this hole, though.
Not at all. Almost 1,000 feet, 940 feet of 95 degree, 80% humid.
It was
hole.
disgusting today. You have no idea. Everybody tapping in pars.
Well done from our card to start this back nine.
Hole 11's a par 4 at 626 feet. Very heavily wooded fairway. So basically, you just want to kind of get up around this area or towards the left side. Gap opens up. You put it down there. You got OB coming along alongside the right side. The basket is right down here.
Very close to the out of bounds. It's well inside the circle, long right and right of the basket. Players need to be careful with any forehand entries into that green. You can get the skip out of bounds.
This looks a bit early out of the hand. Fortunate tree kick.
Stays right there with an open look.
I don't mind just kind of wait till we're done.
Beautiful shot from Ellen.
Look at the distance on it. Go Ellen.
Flipping up nicely, riding flat. She's not just making good moves with the disc, she's choosing the right disc to throw for the right moments as well.
Absolutely.
Veteran moves. And I thought it was past that tree.
Just kisses it. Cynthia choosing the left gap.
Yeah, she's very confident in that forced over release. A little bit of Anheuser as the disc pans out slowly.
Let me show you.
That's a fantastic shot from her. Looks like Deann with a forced, abbreviated run-up.
Just carving the fairway. That's a pretty good approach from Carey.
Absolutely pipes it. Looks like Cynthia going again to that forced over release. It's Nate Perkins Zen, I believe. A little high, a little inside out of the hand, but that left fairway is now opened up for her approach. And from a very pinched lie, you full flighted this thing all the way down just outside circle one. That is great, Kat.
Thank you.
That's one of the best shots we've seen this round. Steep hyzer release on that and got it to flip up all the way. What was that?
That is a 10-year-old Sidewinder, I believe, just champion Sidewinder.
Its age showed on that shot.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, dude. You have no idea.
I looked it up for clarification. And the only thing that
Same disc, same mistake from Cynthia. It looked like another Nate Perkins in, a little inside. And now she's left with this straddle out forehand.
that's fine.
Which does get her out into the middle of the fairway. It should be a standard up and down from there.
Yep, she's going to work with it. Widboom with the Nova. Not the Nova.
Oh, with double whammy.
It's the only one to miss, but she will still have a putt. Only mistake here is letting the disc out early, skipping right out of bounds. It's just...
Oh, this is nice. Great shot. Deann's been working on those. They're coming together pretty well.
If you can get up and down from there every time, you'll play fantastically in this division.
Cynthia with a similar looking shot, just a little deep.
Have you messed with the car?
No, I have one. I've done it.
Low ceiling birdie putt for you. Not a bad bid. Kind of
Not
hard
too
to get
bad.
aggressive there, huh?
Not really.
Weren't even thinking about it?
No, I'm just trying to make it.
Nope.
Knew it right out of her hand.
She's very good about that.
You have to be. Good connection.
Very committed putt there.
Mm-hmm.
Good strong poke. Not what you wanted after that drive either. She threw that tee shot so well. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm basically rolling on flat ground there. Unfortunate rollaway.
She makes good for it, though.
Keep it away.
It's a fantastic putt
Throw it away.
to end one of the harder holes that she'll play today. She just needs to stay positive at this point, though. She's aware more than most of the birdies to come, the chances that she'll have. That's just that point in the round when you got to stay positive and remember you got holes to come. Definitely remember to hit the gap on 12 too, Kat.
Absolutely. Hitting the gap is imperative to getting a birdie on this hole.
Playing at 320 feet, you're going to see competitors going anywhere from mid-range to fairway driver. What's this in your hand?
This is that 10-year-old Sidewinder. And this is why you need to hit the gap. Because you usually get off on the wrong side of the fairway, and it's always a bad deal. Deann with her Hawkeye.
Hook up now. Oh,
Good
it
pull.
does. Well inside circle one.
Oh, Widboom. Come on.
Oh no,
That went a little bit deeper in the left side.
that was deep. That was 15 feet deep. That is not what you want. Oh,
This
That
looks
is-
good.
pure. Gobbled up by that grass, but she'll be just outside circle one for a birdie look. And this is most likely just a pitch back to the fairway for position.
Yeah, that's the best thing you can do right now.
Unfortunate roll back across the fairway, but luckily she's very adept with that forehand. See what she can do. Gets herself a putt, but she'll be disappointed with that effort, I think. She knows how good she is with that forehand approach game, and here you are forehand approaching as well.
It
It-
is not too good. Poor effort.
It looked like you were kind of jammed in between a couple of those trees and had an irregular backswing on that.
Yeah, it was a little funky, but this is a good little layup for bogey.
As you know, the damage is the tee shot, and you'll have 2 more days to correct on it. Safe bid from Cynthia. She'll take a par.
Widboom from her third.
Would have been a great save. She'll have about 15 left for her double bogey as we head to Deann.
This is for her birdie. Just a bit low. Still a good little effort, though. It's good to hit the basket even if you don't make it. That's how you know at least it was correct.
Right direction for sure. That's a big double bogey putt.
Tap in for bogey.
A little basketball putt or something.
I don't like putting from that short. I get anxious.
Just do the Jennifer Allen turbo. Have you ever messed with that?
Only in the backyard.
Quick looking at the leaderboard. Stacy Ronsley, 3 under par. Very impressive round going. And Alex Benson, 2 under par. Still on the course. Both of them. 18's a super tricky hole too, so nothing is set in stone until you've finished that one.
No. Hole 13's a par 4 with OB on the left side. I think there's a Mando up there, but it's 545, and you got to put it out in this area right here and just go around this tree or go under it. The basket is to the left, through some trees, by the creek with the OB.
All the dynamics on this one, Kat.
Yeah, you really got to be precise off the tee and on your upshot, because it is not an easy 3.
Deann with 3 pars in a row.
This is looking good.
That's
Got a little flex.
Great shot from her. Ending up nearer to the creek on that left side, closer to the out of bounds, does give you a better angle into that green. So letting that disc flex back a little bit, definitely in the player's best interest.
Catches one of those branches on the right side.
Oh my.
One of the better tee shots of today.
That was beautiful. Committed hyzer release, knowing the disc was going to flip up, and you played it perfectly. What was that?
That was a Champion Glow Thunderbird.
That's that one you've been throwing?
Yeah, that's a super beat up one.
Oh no.
Ellen getting a bit over on it in the headwind.
Left with a pretty interesting stance.
Pretty good pull, though, from where she was. And I don't think that's solid ground she's standing on. I believe that's sediment from the flooding. So it's a bit loose underneath the feet.
So well done from her just to get back into play.
Absolutely. Cutting it a little bit inside, catching a tree.
Oh, that was looking so good. Still all right, but looking fantastic.
It was on a good angle.
It's definitely headed towards the basket for a birdie putt. You have a decision here.
Yes, this is one of the obstacles of being this far up the fairway. You can either go over it or under it. I chose to go under it just to make sure that I could at least get a par.
Yeah.
Birdie's really aggressive from that side with a forehand,
Yeah, you bring that creek left into play.
and it's very easy to get over on it.
Beautiful shot from Ellen.
Absolutely.
You're like right next.
Steep hyzer angle from the standstill position. That's well done from her. See if Cynthia can follow that up.
Little low out of the hand, but get some skip. Gonna leave her a little bit outside.
About a 38-footer. This is that range that Deann just makes look really easy. That one got a bit away from her from...
Yeah, she sent it a little bit, but hopefully she can make good on the putt.
She's got a great, simple motion. Oh. Bid from you. Tap
Little
in
halfsy.
par.
Mm-hmm. Par's not bad on this hole.
This is Cynthia for her par.
Ooh. Good sit.
Yeah, that thing is 12 feet from the basket. OB all along that left side.
And it's a steep drop off too.
Ow. Uncharacteristic for Deann not to get up and down from that position that she was in.
Good connection for Widboom.
That's a good bogey after her errant tee shot.
Absolutely.
Got herself back in position and up and down from there. Good putt from Cynthia as well. Has she always had that much hyzer on her putt?
Yes, she has.
So it's something that has been consistent with her.
Oh, yeah. First time I met her, she was putting like that.
Plenty of good putters out there throwing a hyzer angle on it.
And we are back. Hole 14, par 3, 280 feet. You either want to get a turnover or a sidearm up to this. There's a little ditch that kind of runs behind it that you can land in. It's a pretty good backstop.
The forehand route, definitely preferred if you have it.
Absolutely. Throwing a wraith here. Get some skippage, and that'll be in circle 1.
Great shot from you.
Deann rolling a Mirage.
Needed
man.
that disc a little more vertical. But that was a great effort from her. You don't typically see the roller, and it looks like she's been practicing it.
Yeah, she's been getting pretty good at it.
The one to miss on that Anheuser route. Ellen, cut forehand roller.
She said this was the only route she could see on this hole. And with a shot like that, I believe her.
That is so good from that spot.
Well executed.
Super technical to try and pull off a cut roller with the forehand. You ladies at home that are watching this coverage, go out there and try and find out just how difficult and how touchy that angle is that you have to throw it down on.
It's wicked for sure.
It's a great thing to have in your arsenal.
Catching that tree a little bit.
Just a little running jumper from Cynthia.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
A good bid.
Nearly rings it up. She will be in the ravine behind it though. So her work not done yet. Come on. Oh.
Good run from Ellen.
Dude, I wanted to see a forehand cut roller birdie back. Great bid from her.
Deann from deep. Jams it.
Look at that.
She's ridiculous.
A little errant with the upshot, but no harm, no foul. Takes the par. Finally, we get to your drive. Way up here with that forehand.
But not too committed on the execution.
You missed that last birdie putt just an inch high. That one about an inch low. You're all over it. It's got to be positive.
Absolutely. But still, there's a disappointment not connecting with the birdie putts.
Looks like you're making your peace with it and trying to move on as best you can. Headed into hole 15. Crazy uphill green on this one, Kat.
Yeah. So basically, you're trying to just put it out in this area to give yourself a good setup for your second shot to try to get the birdie.
incredibly steep. The closer you are to the hill, the easier that second shot is. So players looking to get as much distance as they can off of the tee set themselves up for an easy second shot.
Absolutely. Green is very prone to rollaways. Mertsch piping this one up there pretty nice.
Let's go. Cat, beautiful drive from you.
Not too bad. Good penetration.
Very modest about how well that one was thrown.
Ooh, miss it.
Oh, it does.
Deann putting it through. Playing some shade golf.
That's smart golf out here today.
For sure. People melting out there.
Oh, Widboom, you're just trying too hard.
I've been known to do a little of that myself. Oh, yeah.
Looking like a good pull from Cynthia. Playing shade golf as well.
Following Deann up to the tee. Ellen just looking to get to the bottom of that hill now from here. This one needs to sit down. Okay.
Shade golf.
Wow. Some smart ladies here
And
today.
look, they're all bunched up together,
Oh
too.
my. Some Easter eggs.
This is good. Good height. That was a good shot.
Jumps off the top of the stairs and she gets right outside circle one. Incredibly uphill bid that she'll have for her birdie 3, but fantastic place to be after 2 shots. Not bad from Ellen either. Anything that stays on that hill and doesn't work its way back down, I'd say is a positive.
Absolutely. That hill eats so many good shots.
That's a good stop as well right there.
Yep.
She knew it out of the hand. The height on that one, really hard to keep it where you need it to be. Much easier when you're all the way up here like that. Great shot from you. A little further would have been helpful, but
Absolutely.
once again, you've given yourself birdie putts, which is all you can ask for right now.
Cynthia putting it close.
That'll be an easy par for her.
Ellen just putting it up there.
You can hear the ladies a little bit out of breath, as is anybody that gets to this green.
Running it.
Oh no.
Good bid. It's an extremely uphill green. I mean, just look at it. And this is where the fun starts.
No.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
For
Kat.
sure.
Stop.
No, it won't. Just right there.
Wow.
One year I was playing with Kim, and she had a putt up by the basket, hit the basket, and it rolled all the way down the hill. And she just said, I'm going to abandon this shot. So I was very willing to do that if it went all the way down the hill.
Yeah. Yeah. So it'd be a good play at that point to
Absolutely.
take the stroke and hit that putt again.
Plus, I don't want to be tired walking up and down the hill.
No kidding. Either way, that's an unfortunate roll away from you, ending up in a bogey. Ellen tapping in for hers as well. Cynthia and Deann carding the par on 15. Jumping over to that leaderboard, 2 ladies still under par. Playing incredible rounds. Stacy Ronsley, Alex Benson, great work from them. Sarah Hokum and Tiger Borth grinding out even pars at this moment. And then a handful of ladies just behind them on their heels. Like we've said already, this is anybody's game and will be until the back 9 on Sunday.
Hole 16's a par 3. It's 231 uphill. It's not too difficult off a hole, but you got 2 options off the tee. You're just trying to get it up there and get a birdie and go on to the next hole.
Yeah, it looks like Deann's lining up this left gap. This is an Anheuser backhand gap.
And she's been doing very well with this line. Yep, puts it right up there. Good shot from Deann.
Got the distance exactly right. Cynthia lining up a similar shot.
And this is still in a good spot. And give her a run at birdie, par at best.
And you are lining up the force over right gap with a forehand.
Throwing that X-Cal again. And just kind of missing everything and throwing it super far past the basket.
What a pump.
Had to be done, man.
All the way up the hill
Commit,
outside
don't
the circle. Commit, don't quit. You heard it right here. Ellen playing that same route. In this
Ooh,
one.
and this looks good. Nice. That's penetrated up there fairly well.
Yeah, about 38 feet for her birdie. All of you guys have opportunities. No one's parked. See if anybody can hit a putt. Great bid to start us out. Cynthia flashing chains again.
And taking a breath. Ooh, good run from Ellen. Just tickles the chains.
She's been tickling chains or hitting bands on almost all of those outside the circle jumpers today.
Just a bit undercommitted, not too forward. Deann for the birdie. And it's good.
Yeah. Great putt from her. I love that putting stroke she's got.
Oh yeah, it's really smooth.
It's very simple. Takes it down by her waist and then just kind of pops the hand out all at once and makes it look very smooth, very easy. She doesn't miss by much when she does miss.
I don't care.
Couple pars and the birdie.
Yeah. This one playing under par, one of only 3 holes on the course playing under par. The 17th easiest, heading into hole 17, Kat. What are we looking at here?
We're looking at a par 4. I mean, it's a really tough fairway, so I see why it's a par 4. But if you just throw it straight out of the gap with a bunch of commitment, you can land about right here and have a simple pitch up for birdie. Not an easy green to keep your disc on, though. A lot of rollaways and a lot of misfires can happen on this hole.
You spoke about peninsula greens on the front nine. This is definitely another peninsula green here on hole 17.
It's like a moat with no water. This is looking good from D.
As long as it keeps going, it's getting into better position.
Diesel D putting it down there.
Way down there. Great shot from her. Cynthia looking to follow up. Oh, man.
Not a bad pull, but definitely didn't want to catch that tree.
I wanted to see where that one was going. Had
For
some
sure.
nice left to right turn on it. And I like what you're doing here. Ending up on the right side of the fairway, definitely advantageous. Look at you.
Just whipping it out there, man. That's all I can do.
Pumping it down there. You're right about, what is that, 100 feet? 110 feet away from the basket.
Something like that. Coming out with a little too much hyzer. And it would end off on the right side of the fairway in the rough.
Kind of unfortunate to skip before the rough. Kind of launched it into the rough. It's kind of that type of day for Cynthia thus far. If it's possible to hit, she has hit it today and gotten a couple unfortunate rollaways as well.
Sometimes it's just like that. It makes the good days a little bit sweeter, though.
That it does. They don't exist without the bad ones, Kat.
For sure.
Tricky footing it looks like for Ellen. She's kind of tiptoeing into this position, straddling a log, it looks like. She's a great scrambler, though. So
Absolutely.
I see this one getting somewhere around circle 1.
Man, it's kind of weird being off in the rough, too, because there's stinging nettle that you don't really see. You just step right in it. Her legs on fire.
Missouri has it all. They've
Yeah.
got the chiggers, the nettle. They've got the poison ivy, the poison oak. Anything you could want or need to bite your legs and or sting you.
And you will leave Missouri with all of it. This is a good out for Ellen.
Right there, edge of circle 1. Hopefully that tree isn't in her way.
Deann just going through it all, putting it up by the basket.
Beautiful upshot from her, looking to go back-to-back birdies. Get her back to 4 over par, which is a pretty good place to be.
Cynthia lining up her third. This is looking good.
Go
Ooh,
in! No way.
crisp. And that was just great. That's awesome.
Birdie for Deann.
Cynthia.
Excuse me. Perfect timing.
Oh, show, man. Can't have flowers without rain. And this was definitely a flower. I mean, look at it.
Beautiful
Just
shot from her.
amazing.
Probably somewhere around 100 feet downhill through the trees. Was that inspiring? Are you looking for it? Trying to back it up?
Always.
Looked like it had a good line.
It was all right. Good
Just-
bid from Ellen.
She'll have a tap-in par, though.
Good connection.
That's what we're talking about.
Bring it back to 1 over.
You've been back and forth this entire round, truly grinding one out.
Better than giving up.
I did good. It's okay. It's okay. It's alright. It's okay.
This hole also playing under par, one of the 3 playing under par, 16th easiest on the day.
Going into 18, this is a pretty tricky hole. Par 5, 810 feet. You got OB all around it. OB Creek that snakes right through it. You basically want to put it out in this landing zone right here. And you have an option of taking it safe, or going over the creek to try to hit this peninsula up to a green that you got to throw over the creek again. I mean, it's just a wicked hole. You really got to be on your line and very accurate.
Harmony Bends test you until the end. 18 definitely vicious. Coming in as the hardest hole on the course for these FPO players. Just looking to get a par and move on.
Deann with the tee. This is looking nice.
Beautifully done from her.
Perfect.
Didn't try to go for too much. That was fantastic tempo.
Cynthia pulling a little bit to the right and got a tree kick, I believe, but still not in a super bad position.
Going back to that Thunderbird.
I am. It's a little sawed off to the left and an unfortunate kick in the OB Creek. It's one of the it's one of the things that come and play off the tee if you have a poor drive. Ellen with that side hand.
Lots of hyzer on that one. Getting it to flip up nearly to flat, ending up over there by Cynthia ultimately.
Decided just to pitch this one up since hole 18 is the way that it is. Just try to walk her away with a par or bogey.
That's a smart play from you. Looks like Cynthia has the same thing in mind. Not as easy for Ellen, though. She had to hit a gap there. Deann from this great tee shot.
Oh, too low.
Get up.
Get up. Touch something.
And she'll have to take that back early.
Yeah, she'll only move up 70 or 80 feet.
Oh.
This looks penetrated enough.
Let's push.
Yep. Whoo! Cutting it close, but it makes good for Ricciotti.
Oh my goodness. Living on the edge. That's a great place for her to be. And you're going back to that 10-year-old.
Sidewinder. Yep, this disc is pretty gnarly. I love it.
Just flips up so nice for you. You've got it dialed. Probably a decent tree kick, I want to say, to put you back in kind of the heart of that peninsula.
Yeah, absolutely. Was heading to the right side of the fairway over there, so that tree kick was fortunate.
Kind of where Deann ended up. There is a fairway there, though.
Just very tiny.
It is a little bit thinner.
Ellen pumping one out there. It landed on that mound.
On the stump.
That's why she's laughing.
Okay, I heard some water in the background.
I threw a rock in there because I saw bubbles.
Okay.
Mertsch with a sidearm approach, kind of putting it around that tree.
Pretty well done, Mertsch. Oh my goodness.
I know.
Look at this lie.
She makes good for it, though.
Incredible show of balance.
She's agile. Very agile.
Adaptable.
Mm-hmm. Diesel D. Just pulls it a little bit, but that lands safe.
Does it?
Mhm.
Fortunate.
Very fortunate. Cynthia from her really good shot. Throwing a putter up there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Grabbing a
Beautiful.
little medal. She'll have that to take a par and just finish this thing out.
Chipping it up there. All right.
That's a great putt to finish your round on right there, though.
Not too bad.
It's well played after the errant tee shot. Just to secure that bogey. That Ellen going up on 1 foot, flamingo style, showing that balance. Tapping in with a par, 3 to finish. That's a great finish from her.
Cynthia putting it in.
That's a great finish from Cynthia as well, playing those last 4 holes.
Absolutely.
1 under par.
And Deann almost falling over.
There are your final scores from that first round. Stacy Ronsley, 2 under par. She is in the lead. 3 ladies tied at 1 under. Natalie Ryan, Tiger Bortholly, Finley, and Kat Merstch. Stephanie Vincent, Deann Carey rounding out that top 10. Lots of ladies still in the mix. This is a 2-stroke swing course, Kat. We could see anything happen.
Absolutely. It's still anyone's game. Just depends on who wants it more.
That's exactly right. Thank you guys for being with us for this first round. Once again, this is sponsored by Discraft, brought to you exclusively on the Disc Golf Network. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you here with us for round 2.